Hi there. So in the previous video we created a database called PHP_toots, and now in this video we are going to create a table in this database. So it says no table found in database. So now we are going to start adding table in this database using PHP. So in this video we are going to create a table using PHP. So in our previous video, this is the code we use to create database. So it will be the similar, only the SQL query will be different. This was the query for creating database. We will change it with to create table. So first let me copy this code, and in this folder let me add create table.php. I'm gonna paste this code. We have included connection.php, so this file handles the connection with MySQL, and now I'm gonna change it to table created. Now we will replace this with table creation query. So how does it look? So to create table, it is very simple. Create table, then table name, and in the bracket first will be the column name, then type of the column. So first is the ID. We are creating students table, so this will be the student ID, which will be integer. Maximum length will be 6, so the number like this will go maximum to the 6. Then auto increment, so it will increment automatically. We don't need to pass any ID whenever we insert any data. Then primary key, so ID should always be the primary key, and auto increment. So primary key means it won't duplicate. So that means same ID will not be there for multiple students. Then first name is type of varchar. It is used to insert characters and numbers. Similar for last name, varchar. Length will be 30, maximum 30 character will be added. Email, varchar, and 50, maximum 50 will be added. So I'm gonna copy this and I'm going to paste it over here like this. So nothing changes, only SQL query changes. This is the query to create table, and now let's try to execute this file. Create table. So connected successfully. No database selected. Now it says no database selected, which is generating error from here. Why? Because we haven't specified in which database we want to add this table. How do we do that? So remember, we include this connection.php over here. So open that file, and here in the MySQL I connect function we have to pass the fourth parameter, and it will be the database name Fourth parameter will be the database name. So let's add our database name over here. Let's refresh this. No tables found still. Now let's try to execute again. And now it says table created because we have connected database and we have selected a database and we have added table into that selected database. Now let's see if table has created or not. So as you can see, table has been created. Click on the table and as you can see, ID, first name, last name, email. If we check the structure, so it will be similar to this. ID integer 6, ID integer 6, then auto increment, and primary key. So it has primary key over here. Then first name varchar 30, last name varchar 30, and email varchar 50. So how this primary key and auto increment works. So let's try to insert a data and let's not add anything into the ID. So we are not adding anything and let's insert this data. So one row has been inserted and as you can see ID it takes automatically 1. Now let's try to insert it again and again we don't add ID over here. So it takes 2, that means it is auto increment and it is a primary key, so it won't be duplicate. Now let's try to insert a duplicate. So I'm gonna add 2 here. So it says duplicate entry 2 for key primary. So that's how primary key works. It never insert a duplicate. So this is how create table works. If you have any doubt or question, please write down below in the comment section. Thanks for watching.